Did you know that St. Luke's University Health Network, based in the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, has been recognized by the U.S. government as the highest performing health system in the United States for quality? You heard right. St. Luke's #1 recognition affirms our status as the top leader among the most respected healthcare providers in the nation, including Houston Methodist and the Mayo Clinic. To state it simply, if you want to receive the best care when you go to a hospital, come to St. Luke's.
Excuse me! Taxi!
Come on, what are you doing? This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And now we got Jake Novak is coming on. You want to bring him in?
Absolutely, and there's breaking news.
Breaking news, WABC.
And joining us now is Jake Novak, of course, the host here on WABC. We love having Jake on the mornings, on the weekends, but all the time lately, which we love. And Jake, first of all, these candidates that are coming out, especially lately, there's this woman, Maureen Galindo, and it just came out that she posted about prison for U.S. Zionists, and then there was the other line, Vito, too.
That they should be open up a castration processing center, and most of them will be Zionists.
Yeah, because they're pedophiles, right? I mean, this is just crazy talk, but this is a candidate on the Democratic side for the House. Jake, how frightening is that?
Yeah, you guys got me on the mental illness beat. Yesterday I was talking about Graham Planter.
By the way, Jake, nothing personal, not like we're stereotyping or anything. Okay,
Listen,
yeah.
My father's first job as a rabbi was the chaplain at St. Elizabeth's Mental Hospital, where Ezra Pound and then John Hinckley was, so maybe it's in my blood. But all kidding aside, yeah, she posted a video saying that American Zionists should be in. She didn't say prison. It was worse, internment camps. I mean, you talk about concentration camps with Jews, and she's not backing down from it. She's like, no, I just met the Zionists. This is just incredible. Now, this is the result of this redistricting in Texas. The 35th district, which she's running, used to include Austin. They districted out Austin, and now they have a new district, which puts a lot of San Antonio into the district. She didn't win the runoff. She came in first in the initial primary. So they have another runoff. They have a runoff coming next week. There's a couple of Republicans in a runoff as well next week. You know, gun to my head, this Republican, his name is Lujan, is a Latino. He's probably going to win this thing. But this is just incredible that someone like this has a chance to be the Democrat nominee and won't be 30, 40 points down in the polls when the general comes. I mean, she'll make it a race. And this is just outrageous.
And then you got Graham Plattner, who he's like, sadly, the gift who keeps on giving with lunacy. You know, we talked about it the other day, some of the stuff he said, some of the new things that are coming out about this guy. It really shocks me to my core, Jake. Here he is. He's a military guy, served, for a number of years. And yet he is mocking a Bronze Star recipient who came under intense fire from the Taliban and says, oh, well, he got lucky that they didn't kill him. They should have killed him because he was a terrible shot. They were a terrible shot. And it's like disgusting, horrible, calling him a dumb MF, didn't deserve to live. I mean, and This guy is actually, how is this not disqualifying? I mean, how is this guy is running against Susan Collins, who's done a very good job there as senator, moderate, perfect for Maine.
One of the best United States senators in history, and who works with both parties.
I used to live in Maine, and I can tell you it's a lot different from when I lived there. It's pretty crazy. And I talked about this incident yesterday. The name of this Bronze Star recipient was Private Ted Daniels. We talked about this yesterday. I'm very gratified that people have shifted to talking about this much, much more than the potty stuff yesterday, which I told you was disgusting, but not as important as this. And by the way, Graham Plattner is also a liar. He's been going around saying, well, I'm running against Susan Collins because she voted to send me to the Iraq War. That's a lie. The Iraq War vote was in 2002. He joined the military in 2004 voluntarily, of course, and boasted about how he was going there to kill people and have adventures. He's a liar. I don't think he's mentally stable. And shame on the journalists who have interviewed him so far and have not asked him. You can't just say, oh, I disavow what I said. No, you can't just say that. That's like me seeing a video of somebody smoking crack on the street. You can't just say I'm not smoking crack anymore. I wonder, did you get treatment? Where did you go to get treatment? What are you doing? Are you in a program? These are the questions that need to be asked of this man, and nobody's asking them, including the New York Times.
So where are the sane Democrats? I wanted to share this. I saw that James Carville just came out recently, and he said, this was a big admission because he seems like lately he's been drinking the Kool-Aid too. But he did come out and say that anti-Semitism is a real problem in the Democratic Party because he's deeply concerned about some of these extremists. But where are the people that are, running for office that are on Capitol Hill? Where are they talking? So far, he's the only one I see who seems to have a little common sense.
Yeah, and where is it going to go? Like, for example, today, Josh Gottheimer, congressman from New Jersey, Democrat, and Jared Moskowitz, a Democrat from Florida, both said that if this crazy woman we were just talking about from Texas is somehow elected, they'll hold a vote every day to expel her from the House. To what purpose? The party is completely in the league with anti-Semitism. They're going to put planks in their platform, both now in this midterm and in 2028, which denounce Israel and denounce Jews who want to raise money for their candidates. American Jews. I'm not talking about foreigners. Foreigners aren't supposed to legally fund campaigns anyway. To what end? At some point, this feels like a biblical moment. This feels like a golden calf, Elijah and the priests of the Baal moment for Jewish voters, and I'm among them. There's no way we can hop on 2 feet anymore. Listen, you don't have to support Trump. You don't want to join the Republican Party, fine. But I just don't see how a Jewish voter in America can vote for this current Democratic Party. And, President Trump went on Sid and Friends on this channel on July 30th, 2024, and said that if Jews vote for Democrats, they ought to have their head examined. Remember, it caused a huge controversy. Well, it feels like the Democrats have done everything in their power since Trump came on Sid and Friends to prove him right. They haven't actually pushed back on it. They've actually proved him right. And that's an amazing, amazing development.
Yeah, it is. And what a sad testament that is. Jake Novak, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And
keep fighting and get the truth out.
Yep.
Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball.
Friday, May 22nd at 7 p.m. it's Scout Night. This $16 ticket includes Ferry Hawks Special Edition 2026 Scout Patch. And for just $25 more, it's a Scout sleepover and breakfast the next morning. And post-game, all kids glow around the bases. Saturday, May 23rd at 1 p.m. it's Matinee Baseball. And Sunday, May 24th at 1:30 p.m. Matinee Baseball.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.